All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, glory, and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachawadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect and Shalom. Peace and sincere Akiel out there. And this is going to be a real quick lesson, but I saw this on Redacted. Let's just, we're going to read the passage in 2nd Ezra 16. Let's watch the first part of this video here. It says all of Ukraine's young men are dead. All right. NATO has killed an entire generation. All right.
Let's turn our attention to Ukraine because they are out of young men. Where they all go?
Dead.
They sent them all off to war to die needlessly when they could have lived and we could have had a peace agreement over a year and a half ago. Ukraine has sacrificed an entire generation of young men so that President Zelensky could sell a war to the world. And now Time magazine is reporting that the average age of a soldier in Ukraine is 43. That's outrageous to think about how they're gone. This is the Time magazine article we talked about a couple weeks ago. We're going to talk.
All right, so you heard that. All right. Isn't this what was prophesied? Okay. Now, this seems far off because even those women in the military, they're all back to that spirit of mirth. If you remember that video, Akim, that they've been watching for a while, of the army chick that was terrified when this whole Ukraine thing first started, man. Terrified. All right. Thought that they was going to get drafted and all that. But now that spirit of mirth has returned. Okay, but the Lord knows what he's doing because he set you people up to be proud. All right. He showed you what's going on. You saw it for what it really was, but that demon in you, all right, you decided that was more important than the Most High. So what's getting ready to happen? All right. 2nd Ezra chapter 16. All right. Verse 31, even so in those days there shall be left 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword, man. So there's going to be a time of calamity, and this is going to happen rapidly, quickly, man. All right. Like it was all good last weekend. You was partying and bullshitting, and now you're ducking through different houses, running for your life, man. All right. And all of those other men, they're going to be off to war. All right, and they're going to die there. But verse 32, it says, and the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel there through. All right, because a lot of the men are going to be gone, and women aren't gonna pick up the plow to handle all the infrastructure and the farming and all of the essentials. All right, that are needed to make everything so comfortable here. All right, it says. Verse 3, the virgins shall mourn having no bridegrooms. All right. And the word virgins mean young women because these women are not actually virgins. All right. The women shall mourn having no husbands. All right. Their daughters shall mourn having no helpers. All right. So this is going to be a great time of mourning that's getting ready to come. And it's happening over there in Ukraine first. Esau is showing you that he's willing to do it to his own people over there. All right, so the Israelite woman, these other so-called minorities over here, y'all are all fucked. All right, if you don't have a man of the Lord on your side in the days coming up, it's a wrap. Okay, and it says, in the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. All right, so there's still gonna be men here, but there ain't gonna be shit they can do, man. All those hours in the gym, all those hours at the gun range, don't mean shit. All right, when you don't have food, your stomach is touching your back, you can barely walk, your vision's blurred, you're dehydrated. All right, you're gonna be a prey for animals, man. That's what you're gonna be. All right, because you walked in great pride. That's in 2nd Ezra as well too, man. All right, it says, behold, the word of the Lord Yahweh, receive it. Salakia, verse 35. Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord Yahweh. See that we're telling you that now and understanding it now, but do people listen? Do they hear? No, they're not gonna ask you questions or be curious until it's too late, basically. All right, and at that point, it ain't nothing I can do for you at that point. All right, I'm not crossing the Most High to deal with you. All right. If the Lord saw fit to blind you for judgment, then what the hell do I look like helping you people? All right. And it says, behold, the word of the Lord Yahweh, receive it, believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. All right. So it's nigh, man. And we've been saying this over and over and over again, but we're so close now, man. Where if you can't, Edomites are bringing this out now, man. Giving better breakdowns than a lot of these Israelite camps are. So if you can't see it now, then more than likely you're blinded. All right. And it says, verse 37 again, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. All right. So America's like a big giant pregnant woman. All right. Like these people know what's coming. Everybody sees World War III. You know that you're 8, 9 months pregnant. But when your water breaks and you go into labor, everyone's gonna be like, oh, like you ain't know it was coming, man. But we've been telling you, it's been completely obvious. The Lord is justified in everything he's doing because everything is publicized now. The internet was a work of the Most High, man, along with the nukes. Even though it was through the gift of Esau, or the blessing of Esau. All right, it was really the Most High that set this up, man. Because now everybody knows, man. When the scriptures say they have no more cloak for their sins, this word is preached and it can be translated into any language and rewatched and stored and transferred instantly, man. All right. So y'all all knew this. All right. It says, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come up on the earth. All right. So when the plagues get here, they're here. All right. There is no pulling them back. There's no bump in the road. You know, Esau like to use words like bump in the road, headwinds, a downturn. No, this is over with. All right. It says, and the world shall mourn and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. All right. O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle. And in those evils be as pilgrims upon the earth, man. And a lot of men are not going to have that spirit of being pilgrims on the earth. All right. The reason they're not is because they're all invested in the 401ks, real estate portfolios, trying to get a bag. All right. They got a bucket list of places they want to go visit. All right. You got niggas repping street names named after Edomites as a hood, man. All right. Do you think those guys are going to be ready to just pick up the projects and leave and thug it out and trust in the Most High? Hell no. All right. You're going to get caught up and swept up into that sword that was spoken about in verse 31. Yeah. It says 3 or 4 of them left by them shall search their houses with the sword. All right. That's what they're going to get swept up in, man. These are deadly serious times that we're coming into. And Jake is around here playing, man. Like you're not seeing it already go down over there in Europe.
A little bit more about it. But think about that. They've used up all of their young men. Now, we've been saying this for months, and we've been called Russian apologists. Now Time Magazine is saying this. Are they Russian apologists for looking at the fact that these men are needlessly dying for a war? Now, having sacrificed a whole generation, it seems like Ukraine is being thrown under the bus of the Western media, or rather dragged under the bus that is the U.S. war machine, and just doesn't seem to have a use for this war any longer.
See, you got chewed up and spit out, man. He got a whole generation over there wiped out, man. What do you think is going to set the stage for this prophecy right here? Isaiah 4:1, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our approach. Now that seems like a Salakia. That seems like a miracle, all right, compared to the attitude and the mindset of the woman today. You would think, hell no, that ain't gonna happen. All right, that's way far off. But when you read 2 Ezra, the 16th chapter, you see the context of what's gonna lead up to all of these things. The Lord is going to supernaturally humble these women, okay? And men too, all right? But since Esau praises women so much in this society, they're the ones that have the most pride. All right. And there's no order. There's no fathers. There's no structure. There's no nothing to keep anything in line. All right. That's why everything is chaotic and out of course, man. All right. It says, yeah, that's basically the main point on that. All right. And the other point I wanted to get was same book, Isaiah, but 47. Okay. It says Isaiah 47:8, therefore now hear this, thou that are given to pleasure. This is really talking about Babylon and in total, but we know that that's in the spirit of a woman. And we know that the nigger woman has been basically the marketing, the chief marketing officer for degeneracy, man. All right. You know, our people are at the forefront of all wickedness, and Esau set it up that way. But y'all are in that spirit, man. All right. Therefore, now hear this, that thou that are given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. So y'all are going to think this is going to go on forever and ever and ever, even though you got a scare back in 2020 and 2022. Okay. The Lord is going to really fuck y'all up. All right. If you don't have a man of the Lord, you're caught out there. All right. But verse 9, I'll end it here. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments, man. All right. And that's all America is. Nothing is what it seems. All right. When you read orange on a label, it's not really orange. Okay. When you look up at the sky and see that it's blue, is it the natural blue, or is there some kind of hazy bullshit going on, man? Anything you look at is some kind of fake bullshit version of it. All right. Houses are supposed to be made of wood and stone, but what is it made of? It makes up synthetic glue, plywood, plastic pieces, you know. This place is ripe for judgment, man, you know. But anyway, I'll end it there, man. Lord willing, this is edifying. Call hello, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rachak Wadash, and Shalom.